Ooh, look at all that meat. That's what she said. The butcher at the local store, when they cut thick sliced bacon for their meat case, they reach the ends. And some of the pieces are fatty and some of them are odd shaped, so they put them all together on a, this is two of them actually. It cost me about $4.50 for for this amount of meat here. But you can't even buy this much meat pre-packaged for that price. I'm going to trim all the fat off, cook the bacon, put it away either in freezer or fridge depending on how much it comes out. And the white part, the fat, I'll render down into lard, and I'll strain it and clarify it and all that, and put it in a jar that I keep in the fridge. Lard for cooking. And this is what I got. The fat is 165 grams, I weighed them, which is 5.82 ounces. And all the meat was 546 grams, which is 19 ounces and a quarter, which is a pound and almost a pound and a quarter. So I'd say it was a pretty good deal. You'll see this on Monday. I'm filming it on Sunday afternoon because tomorrow I have a feeling it's going to be a really busy day. Tomorrow night, Monday night, is the first of 2 nights of auditions for Mousetrap. Don't know if I'll make it tomorrow, but I hope to make it on Tuesday. The reason I say so, with Monday I usually work, they're working and I watch baby, and sometimes it's late. And then Tuesday, Ashley's home, so I would be able to go. And things have happened. Again, more stuff, life. Hey there, man. Come on. Let's see what's today. Saturday, Ashley took little man over to see her sister, and her brother was over there. I guess they had a nice afternoon. Maybe they barbecued or something. I don't know. Brian was working. Brian said that they were short-staffed and over-patiented. They had so many patients. He said it was just a horribly rough day. He was exhausted when he got home. The 2 nights prior, he hadn't been able to sleep well. And so he was having a really crappy day. So was Ashley, actually. It was about, when was that? About 3:34 in the afternoon. I got a message on my phone. She says, "Are you at home?" And I said, "Yes." And I thought, oh, is she going to ask me something or what? She said she was having car problems and she needs me to watch little man while she tries to sort it out. And I said, sure. So her brother brought her and little man home. I watched little man while she went back to her car. She pulled out of her sister's driveway and she made it about halfway home, and there was just smoke pouring out of one of the wheel wells. She thinks it might have been the emergency brake. It's an electric one. She pushed the button and the designation for it being on was on. And then when she was leaving her sister, she pushed the button and it designated itself being off. But apparently it wasn't. She had just had her brakes done not too long ago, a few weeks ago. Hopefully it's still under warranty and hopefully they can fix it. It took a couple hours till they could get a tow truck. The little man and I had a good time. I'm used to taking care of him, feeding the dogs and all that stuff, so we were okay. I was worried about her. It was 108 degrees yesterday. And, ow, my shoulder. So her brother was with her, and her sister came by and brought them some cold water. And they waited for the tow truck. The tow truck towed it over to the next town up, Yucaipa, where she had the brakes done. And they put it in the lot there. I think they were still open at the time, and she talked to him about it or something. So Monday, I don't know what's going to happen, whether or not Brian will have to be off, whether I'll have to transport people and things and blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Poor Brian. That's a real kicker, but I said it could have been worse, I suppose, you know. Could have been worse. And then Brian's best friend Steve back in Missouri wants to talk to him. And they talk for hours, and Brian says, I'm just not in the mood. I just can't. Steve has 2 little girls. The first one was a preemie and went through a whole lot of trouble for several months when she was born. Now she's 2 years old? Or close to it. She's still a tiny little thing. And then they had another baby who was fine until last weekend. And she ran a terribly high fever. She had 4 viruses. Her skull hadn't closed up yet, and she had bulging stuff out of her skull and everything, and they couldn't figure out what it was. They had to do CAT scan and everything else. They're supposed to come out here in October, and they have big plans. Come out here and go to Disneyland and all that crap. I don't know what's going to happen. They just shouldn't have children. They wanted to have a slew of children. They shouldn't have any more. Because the mom's health is bad. And the babies are both really not the best shape. How you can fly a baby that's had so much problem out here, I don't know. So, there's a lot of ifs. I haven't really been practicing Mrs. Boyle's part for Mousetrap. I figure I'll just wing it, you know, when I'm there and read off the script. I mean, I could have memorized it by now, but I've been watching various high schools and colleges and stuff that have done Mousetrap and filmed it and put it on YouTube. I've been watching to see how they do it. There was an all-girls school that did it, and there's at least 5 guy parts in this play. So the girls were playing guy parts too. And then one place that did it fairly well, except the fact that they had microphones, little mics, and they were cutting out all the time. I thought, doggone it, it ruins kind of the, can't hear it. One did it really well, but you couldn't hear him at all. Ow, cat, ow! I don't know. I drove out there, it took me 15 minutes to get there. It's almost to where her sister's house is. So in the evening, when I go that direction, it should be fine. Because it's coming this way from there, that's a pain in the butt on the way home, traffic. But going that way in the evening is a piece of cake. And, I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. I kind of want to deal with it, and then I kind of don't. So we'll see how they accept an out-of-towner being amongst them. I thought about buying something from Goodwill and altering it to be Mrs. Boyle, you know, or whatever. But 1, I don't even have the part. 2, who knows what the director has in mind. I have an idea of what this woman is like, and what kind of music she likes, and what she prefers, and what she doesn't. And, you know, I have a whole character in my head. Don't know. It all depends, I suppose. Kitty Cat needs his toenails trimmed, as you heard earlier. Got little gouges in my fingers. I need to soak my feet. They're all flaky like dragon skin. The heels. Ugh. Or either that or sand them off with the sander. I've done that before. I'm trying to get as much stuff done in here as possible. I made soup, and I made pork chops, and I made took some chicken, the last 2 from the old package of chicken before I bought some new frozen chicken, and I made, what is it called, chicken parmesan. It's in a plate ready to be heated up. It's in the refrigerator. Put some cheese on top and then heat it up. It'll be ready for supper. I'm trying to get everything so that I don't have to heat up the house and don't have to prepare stuff. Now tell my glutton self not to eat everything up because it's there, like dogs do. You could put the whole bag of dog food out on the floor, and if it's there, they're gonna keep eating it. I guess it's an animal instinct, you know. It may not be there later. My predator over me might get it. Anyway, I'm working on stuff around here. I'm expecting something from Amazon today. It hasn't arrived yet. I hope it arrives within the next couple hours. They're attachments for my vacuum cleaner. I kind of inherited that vacuum cleaner when Brian left it behind when he moved out. When he moved out here, actually. And it's missing the little ends with a brush that I can get the carpet or off the top of the bed or something. The bed seems to have, it feels like there's sand in the bed. I don't know, is that my dry skin or baby powder that was on me that's all, I don't know. And I've got bites or something. Both arms, shoulders have it in the same place. And over here it itches like crazy. Of course I play on the floor with the baby all the time. And there's two big dogs over there. Could be fleas. I don't know. I haven't seen any. But you never know. Okay, well, I've talked way long enough. It's hot. Yeah, gotta do some stuff. As always. Tuesday. I don't know, maybe something cool will happen Tuesday. Or I'll take you along with me to auditions or something. Ooh. And Wednesday's Whoop Whoop Wednesday, where I will have a joke for you. Upward and onward.